Susan, if you're watching this, I just like to ask one question. What the fuck goes on through your fucking mind as you run as CEO of YouTube? It just baffles me sometimes how you make the shittiest fucking decisions I have ever seen in my life, and yet somehow you're able to get away with it, just like MiniLadd gets away with being a pedophile without any consequences, besides the fact that he's losing subscribers. That's the only thing that he's having a problem with. However, you seem to have a problem with running a fucking multi-million to almost billion-dollar corporation and making the wrongest fucking calls I have ever seen in my life. Such as removing Britz's video on MiniLadd when it was about to peak as like most high popularity with almost 100,000 views. Almost 100,000 people seeing how much of a fucking scumbag that MiniLadd, aka PedoLadd, is. And you took it down. I'm pretty sure one situation, it was with your bot, and then it got manually reviewed, and then it still got taken down. Someone from your fucking thing of review, or however the fuck that goes, someone had to manually review why the video got taken down, saw the comments that that guy made about MiniLadd being a pedophile, and you still decided to keep it down because of what? Bullying? Keep in mind the person that was quote unquote being bullied tried to fuck minors. But I guess that could be passed on just because you're trying to go against this anti-bullying agenda. Yeah, let's just go ahead and ignore the fact that MiniLadd tried to fuck a couple of kids and got nudes from one of them. Let's ignore that fact, and let's just keep on trying to silence all these small creators trying to get their voices heard, because you seem to have a wrong fucking sense of judgment on how you want to run your things. You want people to be able to let your voice be heard, as you said in a 2019 video on your plans on 2019, and yet you still take down videos that are considered bullying, just like you did with Leafy, which was taken down for a very unfair reason, but you refuse to punish the people that actually need to be punished. It's quite disheartening, honestly. And it makes me laugh sometimes how you think that we, as a community of people, watch YouTube just because it's YouTube. If all the creators that I like to watch were to go on any other streaming thing, or to post their videos somewhere else, I would 100,000% go over to there, because your way of managing YouTube is so shit. You want to go on about how pedophilia and pedophile comments should not be allowed last year by removing comments from people that had children involved in them, if they're not sponsored, of course, because you only give a fuck about big money corporations staying with your channels or whatever the fuck. So with that, you decide to remove those comments, and that hurts a lot of fucking people, but you don't give a shit because you have a simplistic mindset, Susan Wabbajack, that if it's not there, then it doesn't exist. Just like how MiniLadd is, he's pretending that none of this shit's happening, and it's backfiring very badly. Do you think we're gonna pretend that this shit ain't happening? I don't get where the fuck you think that's gonna happen, because it's really not. Just like I said, with you removing comments on videos last year, it was all because of predators. You're still allowing predators to stay on YouTube, however, and they're not being punished for it whatsoever. And that's a problem I have, because I don't know about you, But I know a certain lot of people are not okay with pedophiles getting away with what they have done. Just like MiniLadd, I'm not okay with the fact that he solicited minors and is under all this heavy backlash because it's rightfully deserved, and that he's getting away with it, and he's pretending that it's not even happening. It makes me sick that you're allowing such things to happen. The only thing I'm glad about is the fact that he's not getting ads on his channel, at least not from what I've heard from other people, but he's not fully demonetized. Why the fuck don't you do something about this guy? Oh, I know why. It's because you're just so fucking simplistic, and the only thing you give a fuck about is money. And Susan Wabbajack, don't fucking try to bullshit your community of creators thinking that that's not the only reason why you like doing YouTube. The only reason you're actually CEO of YouTube is because you have a fucking garage that allowed people to have run Google, from what I've heard. And with that, that's pretty fucking sad that your only value is the fact that you had a fucking garage that you allowed the big boys of YouTube back then to actually live and run. Besides that, your qualities are pretty much fucking garbage. And I'm not saying that because I like being mean. I'm saying that in pure honesty. With the fact that you almost have a petition of 200,000 plus people wanting you to be removed as CEO of YouTube, a fucking petition, mind you, of that many people that say your way of running it is bad and it's not good, shouldn't you think you would try to change some things besides only giving a fuck about the money? I mean, if I was CEO, I would try to change a lot of things. But, I don't know how to run a corporation. I don't know how to run anything like that, but it seems like you don't either, so why don't you just fucking be smart for once and try to fucking let someone else handle it? Because, honestly, with the way you're running it, it's running it to a shit show. And can I just say something? Your fucking last name sounds like I'm trying to cast a fucking magic spell. What the fuck? I'm not one to judge, but Susan Wojcicki just sounds so memeable. It's like saying fucking Susan Wazowski and Susan Walnutsky. I mean, I can find many other ways of play on words to make fun of your name. And I'm not doing it to bully you. I'm doing it because it's fucking funny, in my opinion. But that's besides the point. You need to fucking change some things, Susan. Maybe get your head out your ass and fucking see that the way you're doing things is hurting so many people. And the fact that you're letting this fucking creep of a person, MiniLadd, stay on your platform just because you don't want to fucking do anything about it, it's honestly quite fucking sickening. The only reason I actually like doing YouTube is because of shit like this. I like to be able to express myself and show what I like to do. What I don't like is for people to try to use their platform to fucking manipulate others and to get away with the shit that they have done. Because I am not okay with the fact that he uses mental health to get news from a fucking minor. That's really fucked up in the head, and he should be fucking incarcerated for it. But I can't do anything about it, and no one that's not a creator or any sort of law enforcement can't do anything about it because there's not any charges. But you could do something about it, YouTube. You can actually remove this sick fuck from YouTube so he doesn't hurt other people ever again. But I guess since it doesn't involve money, it's not going to affect you because you only give a shit about money for what it seems like. So, with all this in mind, I just got one thing to say, Susan Walnutsky. Go fuck yourself. You're running this platform to the fucking ground, and it'll only be a matter of time before someone else with the platform is able to run it way better than you. So, in closing, Susan Wabbajack, go fuck yourself. have a good day. But seriously, fuck you.